So, my apologies for the lack of network connectivity, for the intermittent network connectivity on Friday. I eventually just decided to teach to the students in the room and put together these videos for everybody else. I'm hoping the network is fixed now. But anyway, so I thought I'd just put together 4 or 5 quick videos about what I talked about in class. And the first piece is I went through the assessment calendar, and obviously we had lots of stuff due yesterday, although really only 2 of those were needed. The curation piece and the Hello World, either the Java one or the C++. If you wanted to do the others, that's okay. Obviously you can do both Java and C++, that gets you the bonus. And the best original curation, what is a data structure, was due, and I'm going to collate those results shortly, and I'll give bonuses to the students who entered those answers. The other thing I wanted to talk about in far as assessment is concerned is I released a new programming assignment, the linked list, in Java and C++. So have a look at that. I'm doing it a little differently. There's only a single assignment, so if you want to do both, just wait until you've completed both assignments in Java and C++ before you submit. The 2 links that you need for the 2 different languages are in the one assignment. Now, I just found it's easier to collate things that way rather than do 2 separate assignments in Blackboard. The other thing I said during class is you can tell that I'm not going to be able to get the programming assignments for stacks and queues done before your first milestone in the lab. I will talk about it. I've already talked about stacks, although you're going to have to watch the video after this one to get everything. And I'm aiming to have the stack programming assignment due on March 5th, and then the queue programming assignment due on March 12th. So we won't be able to complete those before, but I will have talked about them, and you should understand what a stack is and what a queue is. All the programming assignments going forward, I'm going to be using this pretty straightforward rubric. You need to format your code well, indent it, and all the tests need to pass. And the weighting is 20% for formatting and 80% for the tests passing. I could go into a lot of detail about what format you have to do. I just want to make sure you have readable code. And some people define readable code differently from other people, and I'm okay with that in this course. If you go to work for a software house, they will probably have a coding style guide, and you will have to adhere to that coding style guide. I'll see if I can share some links to some example coding style guides. I know there's one for C# from Microsoft, and I believe there's a Google one as well. But the largest part is the 80%, right? And your tests have to pass in order to get full marks there. I'm a little concerned for some of the students, at least for 3 of the assignments that have passed and now closed. I didn't get full submissions from a submission from every student. So please address that, because you're going to get 0 if you don't submit assignments. And yeah, have a look at that. Just a reminder about the curation assignments. You've got to do effectively 4 things. You've got to add something to the curated page, whether that's new content or edit existing content or make a comment. You have to leave your mark on the page. Read through the page once there are lots of lots of additions. If you were one of the first people, maybe give it a day or two before you go back and read it. And then choose a good answer to the question that's asked. Even if it's not your contribution, the aim is this is a completely collaborative approach. So you will be getting stuff from the web and cutting and pasting stuff, provided you link back to it, that's okay. And then the important bit is, in order for you to get a grade, you must submit that answer into Blackboard. If the answer is not submitted into Blackboard, you will get 0 for that assignment. Okay, the second piece of feedback on assignments as far as the automated tests are concerned, that I referred to in the rubric piece just before. The way you tell whether your automated tests have passed is you go into GitHub. You will all create a GitHub repository for every assignment you do. It'll be done automatically when you accept the assignment in GitHub Classroom, but you will have a repository. And you go to the Actions tab within GitHub. Let me just quickly have a look at GitHub. Right, and so this is my Hello World in Java, and there is an Actions tab here, and you will see, if you have passed all the automated tests, that there is a check mark in a green circle. If you didn't pass the test, there will be a black cross in a red circle, and if you click on that and then click on auto grading, you will see which of the tests failed, right? And you can see this one, and this is a bit hard to fathom what's happening, but for some reason GitHub is outputting %0a instead of a new line character. So that's %0a and %0a is a new line character, and it's saying that it was the expected result was a 0, but the actual result was a 1. Okay, and I changed the code to break that particular test just to show this example. Okay, that's the first of, like I said, 4 or 5 videos that I'm going to talk about.